We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Good morning, myself Professor Pinkesh Patel from the Electrical Engineering Department. Today I am going through a subject of Basic Electrical Engineering first year. Having a first question that should be explain the purely resistive circuit, purely inductive circuit and purely capacitive circuit. So we can start with the purely resistive circuit. So whenever we can go through a purely resistive circuit having only one voltage source that should be connected with the one resistance over here. So general equation for the voltage source, it should be given by Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. That's your general equation for the single phase AC supply. Now according to the Ohm's law, there is a inside the circuit having a closed path, so there is some amount of current that should be flowing through the circuit. So based on that we can apply the Ohm's law. So we have the equation It is equal to Vt by R. Vt it should be considered as a supply voltage and R it should be considered as a load over here. Now we can put the value of Vt in this equation, so we can get the answer It is equal to Vm sin omega t divided by R. As it is, if we can go for the equation for the current, so it should be also written as It is equal to Im sin omega t and Im that is equal to Vm by R. So if we can go through a purely resistive circuit having a equation for the voltage, that is the Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t and It is equal to Im sin omega t. Now we are going for the waveform and phasor diagram for the purely resistive circuit. So as we all know, equation for the voltage and current and having a value of phase angle that is equal to 0. So based on that we can say that waveform for the voltage and current that should be started at the same point. It should be starting from the 0 position, again it should be ended in the positive half cycle, it should be ended at the pi, again inside the negative cycle it should be started at the same position and again it should be ended at the same position. So only the difference is that having a value of the voltage, having a value of the peak value for the voltage source as well as current source, they should be different. So this is the phasor diagram, this is the waveform for the purely resistive circuit. Now as we all know, voltage and current are in phase having a value of phi that is the phase angle, having a value that is equal to 0. So based on that you can just indicate the voltage source and current source, it should be in phase. So it should be mentioned on the same line. Next we are going for the equation for the power. So instantaneous power it should be given by Pt is equal to V into I. V that is the Vm sin omega t and I is equal to Im sin omega t. That's your general equation for the voltage and current for the purely resistive circuit. Now Vm into Im and sin omega t and sin omega t, so having a equation sin square omega t. Now we can apply the mathematical equation over here. So sin square omega t that is equal to 1 minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2. So that's your equation for the power. Now we are going for the find out the average value of the power. So for that we can just apply the equation average value of the power that is equal to 0 to 2 pi Vm Im 1 minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2 d omega t and divided by 2 pi. Now Vm Im by 2 into 2 pi, so Vm Im by 4 pi and we can apply the integration over here. So one having an integration omega t and cos 2 omega t having a integration sine 2 omega t divided by 2 and having a limit 0 to 2 pi. So if we can try to solve the equation, we can get the answer average value of the power, that is equal to Vm Im divided by 2. Now again we can try to write the equation in this form. P average, that is equal to Vm by root 2, and Im, that should be also written as Im by root 2. We know the relation in between RMS value and the maximum value. Vrms is equal to Vm by root 2 and Irms is equal to Im by root 2. So at the end we can write average value of the power, that is equal to Vrms into Irms. In short, it should be also written as P average, that is equal to Vi. So average power consumed by purely resistive circuit is multiplication of Vrms and Irms. Now we are going for the purely inductive circuit. So in the purely inductive circuit, having a one inductance that should be connected with the single phase AC supply, there is some amount of current that should be flowing through the circuit, and in this way your inductor that should be in the charging condition. So whatever the voltage that should be built up across the inductance, it should be indicated by VL over here. Now for equation for the voltage source, that is the Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. Based on the Lenz's law, we can get the equation. If we can apply the Lenz's law over here, so back EMF will oppose the instantaneous rise of and fall of current through the coil. It should be given by Eb is equal to minus L di by dt, that is based on the Lenz's law. Now there is not any resistance path over here, then we can write the equation Vt is equal to minus Eb. So again Vt is equal to minus, that is as it is, and Eb should be written as minus L di by dt. Now try to rearrange the again equation Vt is equal to L di by dt. Put the value of Vt, that is equal to Vm sin omega t is equal to L di by, that is dt, as it is. Now try to rearrange the equation, so we can write di is equal to Vm sin omega t dt divided by L. Now integrate on the both sides. So integration over di Vm by L, that is the constant term, and integration of sin omega t dt. So di having a answer, that is the it Vm by L minus cos omega t divided by omega. It is equal to minus Vm by omega L and cos omega t. Also we can write cos omega t, that is equal to sin 90 minus theta. So based on that we can try to remove the minus sign over here. So for that we can write it is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90, and Im, that is equal to Vm by omega L. So from the equation it is clear that the current lags the voltage by 90 degree in the purely inductive circuit. We have the equation for the voltage source, that is the Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t, whereas for the current we have the equation it is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90 degree, which indicates that current lagging the voltage by 90 degree. Now we can go for the waveform. So in this waveform, your voltage source that should be starting from the 0 position, whereas your current waveform having a equation it is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90 degree. So it should be starting from 90 degree behind the waveform of the voltage. So this is the phi is equal to minus 90 degree over here based on the equation. So this is the waveform of the purely inductive circuit. Now we are going for the phasor diagram. So that's your reference line. So firstly, voltage equation of the voltage having a phase angle that is equal to 0, whereas the equation of the current having an angle that is equal to minus 90 degrees. So based on that, that should be indicated over here, which indicates that the current that should be lagging the voltage by 90 degree. Now we are going for the instantaneous power. So instantaneous power it should be given by V into I. Again try to put the value of V and I over here. Now try to solve the equation, so we can get the answer average value of the power, that is equal to 0. So at the end we can make the conclusion that the average power consumed by purely inductive circuit, that is equal to 0. So that's your finishing of your purely inductive circuit. Now we are going for the purely capacitive circuit. In that case, having a one capacitance that should be connected with the single phase AC supply. Whenever current that should be flowing through the circuit, in this way you can say your capacitance that should be in the charging condition. So now firstly, general equation Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t, that is for the voltage source. Now as we all know, if the charge on the capacitor plate and at any instant is q, and the potential difference between the plate at any instant, it should be given by q is equal to Cv, whereas V that is also considered as a Vm sin omega t. Now current that should be given by the rate of change of charge. So It is equal to dq by dt. It that is as it is, d by dt that is as it is, and just put the value of q over here, that is equal to C Vm sin omega t. Now try to solve the equation so we can get the answer. It is equal to omega C Vm sin omega t. Try to rearrange the equation. It is equal to Vm by 1 upon omega C cos omega t. So It is equal to Vm by xc cos omega t. So at the end we can say It is equal to Im sin omega t plus 90 degree, because cos omega t in the second quadrant it should be a positive, so we can write sin omega t plus 90 degree. So from the now we are going for the waveform. So in that case, equation for the voltage that is equal to Vm sin omega t, whereas equation for the current that is equal to It is equal to Im sin omega t plus 90 degree. So in that case, having a value phase angle inside the equation of voltage, that is the 0, so it can be started from the 0 degree, whereas inside the equation of the current, having a phase angle that is equal to 90 degree and having a positive sign, so which can starting 90 degree leading by the voltage. So this is the phi is equal to plus 90 degree over here. So this is the waveform for the purely capacitive circuit. Now we are going for the phasor diagram for the purely capacitive circuit. So inside the equation of the voltage, having a phase angle that is equal to 0 degree, so voltage source that should be considered as a reference line, whereas inside the equation of the current lead the voltage by 90 degree, so it should be indicated over here. So that's your phasor diagram for the purely capacitive circuit. Now we are going for the instantaneous power. Pt is equal to V into I. Pt is equal to Vm sin omega t, and I is equal to Im sin omega t plus 90 degree. So if we can try to resolve the equation, so we can get the answer P average that is equal to 0. So average power consumed by purely capacitive circuit, that is equal to 0. So that's your completion of purely capacitive circuit. So from in this lecture we can learn about the purely resistive circuit, purely inductive circuit, and purely capacitive circuit. Thank you.